and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now tuned to the township. Maglera Doe Boy, MAGLADIATOR, MAGLERIUS, MAXIMUS, this champion spitter, the Hood Italiana. Who, what to do? It's your boy, Tash the 81, the design pastor, your favorite creative arts lead, your taxi driver's favorite graphic designer, the Roman Notaga, Isithunywa Esingenaqala. What to do? But before we get into the palatable visuals, let's just give a props to the creative team who worked and is behind this album cover. The album cover design is by Alignment, who is new to me. Welcome, sir, or should I rather say welcome and thank you for introducing me to your world, sir. I see he's the creative director of the Earth, Sun, Moon Club, a creative core group. Do check out their work over here. He does some digital art for an agency, or it's a collective called the Tribes of Tomorrow AI. I really loved what I saw on the page, I must say, especially the conceptual AI visual of the Zenith tribe. That was the piece that actually stands out for me. I think I've seen Maglera in a similar look, if not shoot, before. Another creative who I see was also involved was Drew Capture. He's the one who's responsible for this image we're actually looking at. He's got a cool aesthetic. I was actually on his Instagram page. I see he's worked with a lot of famous musicians as well as artists. So yeah, man, I think it's been a beautiful collaboration coming together. Sure, but if we keep butchering the names, but being new to us, but we continue to just trying to share what we can. The styling of this album cover, it was done by Maglera Boy himself, and he was also assisted by Shella the Unicorn, who is a multidisciplinary visual artist. What I'm familiar with, I know she's actually the one who's responsible for debut album cover, Ega Chidalana O Lucas Rap. I think the name of the album is 031 to the World. I think she was the person who was actually behind that album cover as well, in terms of the styling and a few of the creatives behind that. So yeah, man, I think it was a good effort by the guys coming together. You know, you've got a photographer, you've got a creative director, you've got a stylist, you've got people who mean business in terms of attire or the look. Apparently he's wearing some Roman Empire gear, man. You know, it also just adds an intriguing thing to it. Yeah, man, I think when you look at this image, you can't tell definitely what's going on, but you are born a man, there's some royalty about it, there's some Roman Empire, you know. There's something really interesting that sparked my interest about this album cover. It has a grand feel to it, but at the same time really spooky, man. You know, ear tools in terms of the emboss on it. But I'm really interested, man, because I've actually noticed Maglera likes to embody this corporate gangster look about him and about himself, and it kind of works for him in terms of the personalities and personas he's been pushing. But clearly on this forthcoming album, we see he's also playing with another character of the Maglerius, Maximus, you know. So I think he borrows it from the movie Gladiator. But I still stand to be corrected. I'm just going off from what I'm seeing, you know. But I just love he likes exploring these characters. If you look at hip hop, we've been hearing this term a lot that talks about hip hop is a contact sport, you know. So I think in the case of Maglera, in my humble opinion, it seems like he's playing the player coach type of role, man, in this hip hop genre. Hashtag the game, you know. What I like is that the image cover, it takes place in like a Roman architectural balcony, and he's like overlooking his subject. So you know, Colin learned of like the emperor about him, where he's looking at his presence, and we get to see like a bird's eye view, where like it's the PVO of us just looking unto him. And then yeah, man, special shout outs to the mayor of Klerksdorp. Apparently this image was actually taken at the city council of Klerksdorp, and just adds to the narrative Ega Maglera, man, of being so proud of hometown, as well as embracing his narrative and his story. I'm interested in terms of the rollout of how this thing is gonna look, because when I look at this image in terms of the wardrobe, I've seen him dressed like this gladiator top and the armor. The back cover is also really looking dope. I like the type treatment. It's also giving a bit gothic on it. Maglera Tapes, so of course what we see in terms of the X-Files, you know how it's actually typed up. It's actually a lengthy album, and I think there's close to, like, if I'm not mistaken, 19 songs. Just like how she's chopped it up from the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, all the way up until chapter 5. So yeah, man, dope work by Alignment on the cover. I think he did a great job in terms of just the back covers. Interested to see, man, the rollout, how they're going to be rolling this one out. This is Maglera Doe Boy, Maglera Tapes, dropping on the 13th of December.